Hi there, this is a video that goes out to Fasting Girl. I just wanted to send you a little encouragement video because I don't know how you are now. I don't know if you still have chronic fatigue, and I don't know if you're still sort of trying to lose weight and all that sort of thing, because I couldn't see a date on your videos. That was just me. Maybe I'm not an expert on YouTube yet, but I just wanted to say this to you. I've got chronic fatigue syndrome as well. I live in England, and yeah, you are right, they call it ME, the doctors call it ME, which stands for myalgic encephalomyelitis, which is a bit of a mouthful. And I have had ME for about 5 years now, and it was, I mean, the past few months it's been really pretty bad. The worst that it's been, I've had days where I couldn't lift my head off the pillow, where I couldn't feed myself, etc. And I have 3 kids, so that is quite hard for me to do, because I want to look after them. I don't want to feel like I'm sort of, I'll show you one of my babes. I don't want to feel like I'm missing out on time with them. This is Taylor. He's just fallen asleep just after his lunch, and I should really go and put him up nice and comfortable in his crib cot, but I'll do that in a second. So I just wanted to share something that I found out with you, and this isn't, I don't want to sort of sit here and give you some lecture on how I found out this cure and how it's going to work for everybody, because it may not work for everybody, because a big part of ME is about emotional issues, and is about being ready for it and believing in what you're doing. And but there is a doctor in the States, actually. I don't know where you live in the States or whether he's close to you. I have a feeling he's in San Diego, but I may be wrong. I can check that for you. Anyway, his name is Dr. Young, Dr. Robert Young. And he is a doctor, but he's not a very traditional doctor, in the sense that he concentrates on the cause of illnesses. So he doesn't just say to you, you've got ME. He says to you, you've got ME, and this is why you got it. And he believes, it's a bit complicated, but to put it very, very simply, he believes that health, complete health, starts from inside, and starts at the cellular level in our cells, so in our red blood cells, so in our blood. He basically says, if our blood is healthy, we are going to be healthy. If our blood is unhealthy, then we are going to have all sorts of symptoms, and we can call them whatever disease we like them. You know, we can call them diabetes, we can call them chronic fatigue, but really they're all symptoms of one disease, which is your blood being unhealthy, your blood being too acidic. He explains that the blood has a very, very delicate balance in terms of its pH balance, and it needs to be, I don't remember the exact number, but it's something like 67% alkaline and the remaining percent acidic. So it's got a balance of alkaline and acidic. But unfortunately, today's modern sort of lifestyle and diet and the stuff that we do, that we eat, the way that we are stressed out, etc., creates a lot of acidity in the blood. So when the blood is acidic, the whole of your internal terrain is quite acidic, and obviously any that makes you unhealthy. And one thing that he says that's really, really interesting is that people who are not acidic, people who are alkaline, if they stand next to someone who's got a bad cold, that or something that is airborne that you could catch, just by standing next to them, or if they sneeze on you or whatever, if they are very acidic, they're going to catch that. If they're very alkaline, they're not going to catch that. And the reason for that is this, and that's that if you are alkaline and a germ comes into your bloodstream, it's like throwing seeds on cement. It can't thrive, it can't grow. It's not in an environment which is going to support its acidic lifestyle. Germs and illnesses cannot thrive in an environment which is not acidic. If the person who's standing next to you sneezes on you and you are acidic, that germ is going to go away. Hey, this is great. You know, I can live here. I love this environment. It's great. It's great for me. This is exactly the environment where I thrive. And you're going to catch that cold or that illness. But if you're alkaline, that same germ, even though it's in you, it can't do anything. It can't express its disease. And I find that incredibly interesting. And it makes complete sense to me. And I just wanted to share that theory with you because Dr. Young believes that things like chronic fatigue syndrome or ME, but all other diseases really, are just an expression of acidity in the blood. And he actually looks at the blood live. So, you know, if you go and you have your blood work done, if your blood looked at, they sort of take your blood out and they send it off to a lab or something. But the truth is that blood should be looked at straight away, because within about 40 minutes, that blood is actually dead because the oxygen runs out and that blood is just something that they can look at. It's dead. So what traditional doctors do is they just throw some ink at it and they'll tell you, you know, you have that many million red blood cells and that many million white blood cells. So it's a blood count. It's not really a blood assessment, a proper blood assessment. But what Dr. Young does is he looks at your live blood. So he literally just pricks your finger and takes one drop of your blood. He puts it there under the microscope, right then in front of you, and you will see your blood live moving around. You'll see your red blood cells moving around, you'll see them multiplying, you'll see your white blood cells doing their job and moving around like the hoovers in the blood, getting all the bacteria. It is absolutely fascinating. And you'll also see if your blood is alkaline or acidic. You'll also see if there's any bacteria, if there's any yeast, etc. You can also buy some little pH strips that you literally just put them in your mouth for a couple of seconds and it comes out and it tells you what your pH is of your saliva. So, you know, if it's anything below 6.6 or something like that, there's a little table at the back that tells you what it should be. Then you know that you're alkaline or acidic. He also says, Dr. Young also says, that when your blood is acidic, it's also an environment for fungus to grow in your blood, which sounds a bit disgusting, but it's actually exactly what happens to people who have got chronic fatigue syndrome. There is a certain little fungus, which is a yeast. It's called Candida. And it's called Candida albicans, and actually it's part of our natural flora and fauna. It's in everybody's gut, but it's only there in tiny amounts. But when you're very acidic, it actually, and there's a way that it actually gets, it multiplies and it gets into your bloodstream. And once it gets into your bloodstream, obviously it can travel all around the body. And this little yeast starts to multiply. And it's actually what makes you feel really tired, and it makes your blood obviously not clean, and it makes your red blood cells not work properly and your white blood cells not work properly, etc. Medical doctors do not want to admit that Candida exists because they can't give you a drug for it. They can't give you a pill to get rid of Candida because you need some. So if they gave you a pill to get rid of it, they wouldn't be doing you they wouldn't be giving you any help because you need some. So because there's nothing that they or the drug companies can do, they kind of can't really say to you that this is what you've got. And it sounds a little bit, you know, like a conspiracy theory or something, but it is very true that drug companies make a lot of money, and some of the decisions that they make are based around their profit. So I just wanted to share this stuff with you because it's really helping me. I'm actually in the middle of a cleanse, of an alkaline cleanse at the moment. I say in the middle, I'm on day 6 out of 200, and you're very welcome to watch my videos. They're called ME and CFS, There Is a Cure, and then it says day 1 or day 1 of 200, day 2 of 600, of 200, etc. And you're very welcome to watch those videos for a little bit more insight into the whole pH balance and alkaline acidic diet. Sorry about that. But I would very much urge you to just find out a little bit more about the pH diet, find out a little bit more about Dr. Young's books. There is one which is called The pH Diet for Weight Loss, because you know what, alkalinity is the best way to be thin, the best way to be in the right shape. And acidity is also you know, being overweight is a matter of being too acidic. So it might be that the stuff that you're eating is healthy, like fruit for example, but it's acidic, and it might be that you just need to become alkaline before you're able to lose that weight. And I just want to wish you, you know, the best, and you have my support. And I think if you just spent a little time online just researching the work of Dr. Young, or maybe bought one of his books like Sick and Tired, or the pH Balance, or the pH Diet for Weight Loss, the pH Diet for Diabetes, this man literally reverses illnesses every day. You know, people go to him with diabetes, they go to him with Lyme disease, they go to him with all sorts of diseases, cancer, and he just reverses it through making their blood alkaline. Once your blood is alkaline, your body becomes like a healing machine. So I hope that I've kind of sparked a little bit of curiosity in you to want to find out a little bit more about that. And I wish you all the best, and feel free to get in touch if you want. And good luck with it, and lots of love. Bye.